life. If you don't know, I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach teens and adults. I've been doing driver's education instruction over 23 years. Let's go ahead and get it. Good driving instructors are patient. When you're teaching someone how to drive, it can be very stressful. You're going to take someone out on the road who's never been there. They may have a panic attack. They may lock up. So it's important that you are patient with them. Next, good driving instructors are nice. They don't yell at you when you make mistakes, and you will make mistakes. So you want to be balanced. You want to take your time. I may tell you to go right, but you go left. I may tell you to make a lane change to the right lane. You make a lane change to the left lane. So it's super important that you do not yell when a beginner, this is a teen or adult, makes that mistakes. Next, good instructors give directions in advance. I need you to make a left turn at the second light. Once they pass the first one, halfway between the first and second one, you, as the instructor, should see your student turn on that blinker. You should see them check their mirror, check the left mirror, look over their shoulder, then get the car into the turn lane. So this way, the student is reassured, and you, as instructor, are reassured. You also want to use hand directions. I need you to make a right turn over here. I need you to make a left turn here. I need you to get over to the right lane. You have to be visual because there are so many things that students are going through and they're overwhelmed. So use hand directions. Next, good instructors don't make last-minute decisions. Example, I need you to turn left. I need you to turn right. No, I need you to turn around. Give the beginner one instruction at a time so they can take their time. They can be patient because when you're patient, success will be more likely. You want to make conversation with them. I love getting to know my students. What are your plans for the summer? How did you do in high school? Are you in your second year of college? What do your mom and dad do for a living? I'm an instructor, I'm a school teacher, I'm on social media. You share these things because we're all humans. And once students get to know you and you get to know them, the anticipation drops down a little bit, the anxiety drops down a little bit, and then you'll build comfort. It's about building trust. And if you don't trust your instructor, you don't trust your teacher, you don't trust your parents, you don't trust your banker, then why are we even learning how to drive? Next, they make visual demonstrations. Example, I want you to sit up in the seat. I want you to have your arms bent. I want you to look left. I want you to look right. I need you to check your mirror. You want to see those movements. You want them to do their verification checks. This is my blind spot to the left. This is my blind spot to the right. You have to see your students do those verification checks or they will have an accident. You want to be considerate. I just got a text. Hey, I can only drive on Sunday. So I'm thinking about my schedule. I have to get students done within 36 days. So I'm planning to set up my schedule to meet the students' needs. You're welcome to meet the students' needs, to help them. That's what good instructors do. That separates an average instructor from a great instructor. So when I go online tonight and talk to the student, I'm going to set up a really good driving schedule that fits their needs, my class's needs. So this way I'll be able to drive during the week because school is almost out. Then I'll be able to rest 2 or 3 or 4 days, keep my money coming in, help my students. I have class this week, 6:30 to 8:30. Then we have a break until the 20th. So I have a big gap. So I should be able to get up. I have 20 students to drive. So I have a big gap and I should be able to get them done. Next, classroom, share stories related to driving. I ask my students, go talk to your parents. Ask them, do they turn hand over hand? Do they turn hand to hand? Do they palm the wheel? Do they drive it with their knee? What do they do? So overwhelmingly, about 88% turn hand over hand. One parent does one hand, one parent does underhand. So I want the students to know there is no one best way to turn the steering wheel. You're going to learn from your instructor. You're going to learn from your mom. You're going to learn from your dad. You're going to learn from your cousin, your uncle, your auntie. Then you're going to find the steering method that fits your needs. Again, there is no one best way to turn the steering wheel. And you want a fun teacher. If you look at my content, and you better subscribe, you better leave comments. I give you a perspective. I give you classroom. I give you in car. I give you online. I give you in the city, rain, snow, fog. So you get a perspective of a wide range of information to really help you. Oh, I saw the video on the rain driving. Man, that was really terrifying. It was, because the car was sliding to the left, sliding to the right. I was hydroplaning. You're welcome. I was hydroplaning. You're the best student for life. Got you. So if your car's doing something weird, slow down. If you're in heavy traffic and you're overwhelmed, get to the right lane. Take your time. If you're going to have a panic attack, and it happens to all of us, get off the expressway or freeway, chill a couple of minutes, take a deep breath, and then jump back in. A good instructor on the road is very calm, and they give you advice. How to improve your driving skills. Hey, we're going to do a Kahoot tonight. I found one on road signs. Let's look at that. Hey, we're going to do a Quizlet on test prep. Also, I give you guys test prep because a lot of you are 18 to 25, 30. You got to get your TIP. That's your temporary instruction permit. I'll do a video on that. What is it like? You got to go to the DMV. You got to pay $18 or $22. You take your test. You do your vision. Then you get your TIP. You can drive with someone over 21. And then after 30 days, if you watch my videos on the road test, how to merge on an expressway, how to drive through neighborhoods, how to parallel park, how to stall park, then you should pass your test. But you have to practice. You can't just say, hey, I'm going to go in there and see what happens. You're setting yourself up for failure, and I don't want that to happen to you. Good instructors give you positive reinforcement. You will do a good job. This is my second night of class tonight. My kids are excited. We finished almost lesson 1. We got to finish that up. I'm going to schedule driving. So I want to schedule my driving. I have until July 20th to get them done. That's more than enough time. I have 20 students to drive. So it's real. And I'm sharing with you the perspective, a day in the life of the instructor. Good instructors always constantly remind you to do things correctly. Hey, I want both hands on the wheel. You put your left hand to the bottom. This made you overturn. Or you didn't look left before you made a right turn. A car could have hit us. Or you made a lane change to the left, but you didn't look over your shoulder. So you have to constantly remind students because they don't know. And if you're an instructor or you're a parent or guardian or a teen or whoever's watching this, use this information to help you. Use this information to guide you to drive. And it's a personal decision. Next, they allow you to fix mistakes and figure out what you did wrong. You were going too fast in the turn. You went into the turn about 40 miles an hour and you lost control of the car. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. You can't get mad at a beginning driver who's learning how to drive. You've got to support them. You've got to encourage them, and you have to model. Next, in the classroom, you interact with students. You let them have time to work. You let them learn from their mistakes. You help them figure out things. And then you answer questions. We have 100 questions a day to go over. I read 25. I call on people randomly. And then they take a picture of their work on their phone, and then they send it to me. We have to be able to communicate. I do a virtual online class. I used to go in person. It fits me in my lifestyle. So the world is moving forward. Chat GTP, individual personalized instruction. So I'm able to give those things to help my students. Next, they make jokes and make you feel comfortable. I'm a dad. I tell dad jokes, right? I help you understand, hey, that's a nice car. You got to get a job to get that. Man, we got to fill up this driver's ed card. That's $35. I hope you have a job. I introduce myself to the parents because I want them to know about me, how passionate I am. Some parents are very nervous. This is their first drive with the student. This is their second kid. This is their third kid. Everyone's a little bit different. There's no awkward silence in the car. We have the radio on. I have the AC going. I'm really trying to be very positive. We go to downtown areas. We make 10 right turns, 10 left turns. We parallel park 7 times. right? We do reverse parking. Then I have you make a series of lane changes. I always try to make it exciting because I realize in my job, I impact people's lives. And I feel teaching and driver's education is one of the most important jobs in the world. Okay, give this a thumbs up. Next, in the classroom, I allow you to play games. We use Kahoot, we use Quizlet. I will do some screen sharing of those and post those up to help you. We'll go through some test prep, right? Parking lot, I got you. I will be doing some parking and making some videos of that, in car, out of car, really getting in that car in between the lines. These are the things you need. And now for me, because I'm a teacher, I have 8 more days of school. I can make some tutorials, right? I can get the camera outside. I can get the camera inside. We can go around the parking area and we can park 12 to 15 times. I can show you how to turn the wheel. We can reverse into those parking spots. We can pull into those parking spots. You tell me what you need, leave a message, and then I'll make that content. I'm very active in the community page. I put a lot of things up there, a lot of comments, a lot of questions. I talk to you like an adult. This is an adult responsibility. This is not kid zone. And I get a chance to see 15-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 24-year-olds. They should be grown up already, but I get a chance to see them grow up. So there's a responsibility. If you no-show, there's a $35 cancellation fee. My time is the most important thing for all of us. And if you've taken the time to listen to me and watch me put out content, you're like, hey, he's trying. So I'm going to keep trying. I'll let you interact quietly with your driving partner. A good instructor is patient. They don't belittle you. You could have made a better turn than that. Why didn't you stop sooner? You're slamming the brakes. You keep jerking the brake. Don't belittle your students because that's going to make them close up. There's a lot of anxiety and stress when you have beginners because I'm evaluating you. This is an evaluation sheet. And for some people, they're stressful because you're being evaluated. It's like on an interview. You're being evaluated. That turn, that was a 2. You went in too fast. It should have been a 1. You did not look over your shoulder. You cut off a truck. That's a 1. Okay? And I'm very appreciative. Thank you, because I'm very passionate about driving. And over the next few weeks, you're going to see a lot more content in car, classroom, Kahoot, Quizlet, parking, different environments. I hope you like it. And I want to continue getting that content out, funny titles, good titles. Bosses don't talk, they listen. If you're a boss, you listen, right? And really trying to bring you a variety of people in the car, outside, doing parking. They allow you to listen to the radio quietly. These are the things I feel that are needed to make a great driving instructor from the student's perspective. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up. Bye.